Greetings, fam. What's up? This is Kenny with Tarot. Say what? Listen, I wasn't going to come on, but I got this package yesterday, and I'm like, I really want to see what it is. And so I'm hoping it's a tarot deck. If it isn't, then I won't be doing one. But if it is, you will get to see it. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Also, while I'm doing this, be sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok, and make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Oh, this is interesting. This is a deck, and it has, okay. Oh, my Jesus. I think I'm going to like this. I'm recording. Let's see. Look at that. This is the Gnostic Tarot, and I'm not sure who created this, but these look like black folks on the cover. Look at that. It says, if you bring forth with it if you bring forth what is within you, there we go. What you bring forth will, is that a V? Will love you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. Okay, let me repeat that. If you bring forth what is within you, you bring forth what you bring forth. I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time reading the font, but there it is right there. If you bring forth what is within you, you bring forth what you bring forth will love you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. Then this deck was designed in Canada. I'm really wanting to know more about this. And who it says, who published this. I think it's from Welkin Tarot. So this is also in the box. Now check out this guidebook. Wow. Okay, so this is what the guidebook looks like. Look at that. It was separate. So you had two separate packages. You had the guidebook and the deck. And I'm not even sure where I got this deck from. I'm sure I can look it up in a second, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into this really quickly. So I had someone ask me today, have I done a video that with my top 10? I think for the new year, I will definitely do my top 10 decks of 2020. So definitely be sure to check back into that. Okay, so here's this. I'm going to get into the deck. I actually read a little bit more. Okay, so it says, who created the deck? Let's find it out. Is it Jennifer Dawkins? I don't know, my friends. Attention, Jennifer Dawkins. I'm just reading this. There's a print summary in here. Maybe they're printing the books for each customer. Nope, Brown 150. So this must be the entire deck. Let's see if we can find out more. Nothing speaks my name. I speak it. I speak it. Okay. The Gnostic Tarot. So I am trying to figure out who is the creator of this deck so I can acknowledge him. Chris Leech. Okay. The story of the Gnostic Tarot's creation is strange and roundabout one. At times it drove me to distraction, other times it fell into my lap fully formed. In the fall of 2018, having completed the creation of 5 tarot decks and their companion books, I began research in earnest for my next project, a tarot based on the spiritual belief of the Gnostics. The Gnostics were a diverse group of spiritual seekers who existed side by side with the earliest followers of Christ, a group which included members of Christ's own ministry and their students, including Thomas, Philip, Judas, Mary Magdalene, and the beloved disciple John, and as contradictory as it sounds, St. Paul. As the orthodox elements of what became the Roman Catholic Church gradually gained power, they erased from history all traces of the Gnostics, but Gnostics lived on through the word of mouth, mystical experience, divine revelation, philosophical meditation, self-analysis, and esoteric works of the tarot itself. Okay, so they go through this book, and it says Chris Leech 2022. They include an introduction, how to use this deck, a glossary. My friends, there is a lot in this, and it looks very informative. I mean, they go through They give the traditional card meanings in brief. They give an alternate title of the card. They give a legend so you can understand, really what's being depicted on the card. This is going to be interesting. So, and they include, this is going to be really interesting. Very informative book. It is, gosh, over 280 pages. So, So this is Chris Leech, I believe. If not, we'll correct that. So let's get to these cards, okay? I spent a lot of time there. Okay, so we're going to get into the card. And this is the Gnostic Tarot that I believe was developed by Chris Leech and published by Welkin Publishing. Card deck, the cards are a little slightly larger. You can see the back of it. Can't tell, is that a door or is it a frame? Yeah, so we'll see. Okay, so let's get into these cards. We have... Okay, so again, my friends, this is a deck where the cards don't appear to be in any particular order. Or maybe they are. Okay, let's go to the back and get the major arcana first, and we'll start off from there. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's start with the major arcana first. Okay, so we have the Fool. So check it out. These are very different interpretations. Is this an AI deck? I'm trying to figure out how these were drawn. Are they AI? The painters wish that I said I tried to keep it. Let's see. Okay, I have to figure out more about the card. I'm just going to go into it. I don't know how they were painted. But anyway, so we'll go back into it. So we have the Magician. Look how beautiful they are, right? The High Priestess. It's really interesting. The Empress. The Emperor. I really want to know what you all think about this deck. Are these painted? Are they? I guess they're not AI. Because I think they must be painted. I want to find it out. The Chariot. Justice. The Hermit. So I'm not even really thinking about the corresponding pictures to what we see in terms of our traditional meanings of them, because I'm seeing a lot more in them than I would typically see. So we have Strength. We have the Hangman. If you look closely, you can see someone hanging there. Look at that. That's interesting. There's this unnamed card here, which is the 13th one that's traditionally referred to as death. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something else caught my eye. We have Temperance. I really want to know what you all think. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. It's a lot that's coming out that I'm not even sure actually what I'm actually looking at, but I'm really liking the colors on this one. Here's the Moon. Here's the Sun. Like, check out the Sun. What are you all seeing from that, right? I'll tell you one thing. There's something about the deck. We have Judgment, and then we have the World. There's something about this deck that doesn't elicit this strong, like, happy feeling, but it does elicit a strong, deep connection to what I'm looking at. And so I just kind of want to go back and see. I feel like I need to know a little bit more. I see this thing about painter, something about a painter in here. I am actually looking through, my friends. I really want to know what you think at this time. It was during the same time that I became acquainted with the painter. He visited my bookstore looking to sell some books before returning to Europe. A number of his books were esoteric in nature, but we bonded over a love of Irish literature, Samuel Beckett and Flann O'Brien in particular. This was in the early 90s, during which the painter and I maintained a casual correspondence for a number of years. I was on the west coast of Canada and he was in various places in Europe. After a journey through Mexico and the breakup of an unhappy relationship, I decided in 2000 to fulfill a lifelong dream and embarked on a self-directed tour of France and Spain. The painter and I had fallen out of contact, but I had sent a letter to his last known address, giving him a rough outline of my plans. This is why in early autumn of 2000, when seemingly by chance I came upon the painter in the nave of Reims Cathedral. I was delighted but not entirely surprised. He always maintained the meeting was entirely accidental or scripted only insofar as fate decrees, but I had my doubts, the first of many. So I guess there's a painter who we don't know the painter's name. I don't know. Yeah, like I really want you all to take some time. Here's something else that the author says: the Gnostic Tarot is different. It was made by looking within made by looking within for looking within. It is Gnostic Tarot insofar as it delights in and fosters an immediate inner experience. It is a psychological tarot insofar as it plumbs both the logos and the psyche that others may do the same. Very, very interesting, my friends. Okay, so let me just get back into it because I'm already at 11 minutes. Um, yeah, I'm already at 11 minutes. I have to cut this down. So we have the fire. We have the ace of fire. We have the two of fire. We have the three of fire. We have the four of fire. We have the five of fire. I'm just going through them, my friends, just to see. I'm not even doing any justice to the cards, but I actually want you just to have a sense of what we are looking at. And so for the court cards, we have girl, we have boy, we have woman, and man, which is interesting, right? Like in terms of, this whole royal figures as in terms of the court cards, girl, boy, woman, man. So we have the water. So we have fire, we have water. I really want to know what you all are thinking about this. I really want to go back and look a little bit more. If these are all hand painted, that's a very interesting, and I would love to see the actual prints, but I don't know. If anybody's used this deck, the Gnostic Tarot by Chris Leech, I want to know what you think about this deck. Yeah, so there are some cards that are out of order. Woman, man, maybe that's intentional. Maybe that's intentional. Let's go into the others. Like we have air, right? Okay, so go there. Let's see this. It's the four of air. Look at the five. Now you can kind of get that. What does that evoke for you? Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think about this deck, you'll probably see what you want to see. We have, again, the girl, the boy, we have the woman. Wow, look at this one. The man of air. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, finally, we're going to go into our last deck, and we have Earth. Like from, Earth. So, there we go. Look at that. That's the three of Earth. What do you think? 4 Earth, 5 of Earth, 6 of Earth. Look at this 7. You have this individual caring for the animal. 8 of Earth. Yeah, I want to spend some time meditating on this deck, especially the cards that I pulled today. I'll pull them, and we'll go from there. And the woman, wow. And you see these tiles at the bottom. They have benefactress, And the reverse side says Destroyer, right? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I hope this is this deck was created by Chris Leech, and this is the Gnostic Tarot. I'm gonna say by Chris Leech and illustrated by the painter, maybe, and probably published by Welkin Tarot or Welkin Publishing. So let me go ahead and pull 3 cards. We're already at 15 minutes, and so that's longer than I normally do, but hopefully when you look at this video, you'll see why. While I'm lighting this, do me a favor. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, go ahead and do so. Make sure that when you check me out on YouTube, that you spend some time commenting, right? Because I want to hear from you, my friends. Okay. Yeah, definitely a bigger deck. Of course, you have long fingers, big hands. That allows me to put my hands around them. Really good shuffle. So we're going to do this 3 cards, past, present, future. What do we want to know about our influence for today? Our past cards. So what do we want to know? Okay. Our first card. And our second card. And final card. Well, my friends, well, my friends, well, my friends. Okay, so here are the cards that we'll be using for today's spread. And again, I'll be posting a bunch of videos, probably 3 or 4 videos, a couple of different posts. And be sure to come back and check them out. The first card in the past position is Judgment. Check that out. Right? The second card in the present position is the 8 of Air. Check that out. And the third card in the future position is the Devil. Okay, my friends, these will be the 3 cards that I'll be using for today. And be sure to check us back out. Check me back out. Thank you so much for your support. I love, love, love interacting with you. Please continue to leave comments. I want to know what you think about this deck, these cards, and any directions I should go in the future. Love you.